got the Parker baits. Well, that's it. I've actually caught oh my word. I'll turn this down. No, wrong way. Go down. That's better. Today you join us on Sharpley Springs. There's a few fish rising. And this is, I'll put the overlay of what lake it's called because I'm not sure, but I'll put it on the screen now. And I'm on a little peninsula bit which goes all the way around. And my dad's fishing over there. You see my dad over there. He's just sitting down. He's got a buzzer on with little topper fly which acts like a little float, so I'll show you that, but yeah, then I'll get a rod in. So I've got a fly rod, a Reed's comfort bag and a net, and that's about as simplistic as fly fishing is. And today I've got a combination of a buzzer and a little fly with foam on it, and that acts like a float. So we'll get those out now and see whether I can catch a fish. So you can see my little indicator fly on the water, and there's literally just a fish jumped or topped. Don't know what the terminology is of trout fishing. There's a fish to the left. You see it there, it's down there now.
I think I'm getting miners, you know me, indicator.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, just did that twice, the rings come off, it must be fish catching the line.
Yeah, I can see trout swimming along the top.
About 6 fish rising here altogether.
Well, my dad had 2 takes for massive trout on the Alice in Albert Lake, and then it went dead. So we moved over to Cuthbert Lake. This is the home of the tiger trout. I really want one of these. They get to £12, which is a UK record. Mm-hmm. Well, unfortunately, my excitement was short-lived because the trout just weren't taking anything at all. It was really quiet and really calm, and with the method we're using of buzzer and indicator fly, the fish just don't take anything when there's not any wind. I tried lures to no avail, so we decided to move back down to the other end of the Alice and Albert Lake because there was fish showing there. Well, my dad had several takes, but unfortunately, he didn't hook a fish. So we moved on to the largest lake on Sharpley, and that's the Doxford. It has a good stock of rainbows up to double figures, and it also had these nice flat platforms. I was able to sit down on it and look along the waterline, and it gave me a great view of my dry fly. So you can see my dry fly. If you literally look about 4 or 5, well no, probably about 8 or 9 foot past where the yellow bit ends, you can see a little tiny brown thing floating in the water. I'll put some overlay of it, but that is where my dry fly is. And you just wait for a trout to come up and take it, and you give it a second hesitation for it to turn, and then you strike. That's the plan, that's the process. Well, I've finally got one.
That doesn't count because I wasn't fishing. Well done, Brian. Did you have to strike or did it pull you?
I had to strike. Only a tiny one.
Yeah, well, the fish though. Are you ready on it?
I think so. And this within 30 seconds of casting out. There's that big fish, Dad.
Sorry? No.
Under my line.
Oh yeah. Looks in decent condition as well. Right. Like when you were learning to fly. I'm not coming back.
Little trout. Little trout. Finally, something's taken my sedge, and it's a little tiny trout. I'd say about 1.5 pounds. Not even a pound. But yeah, cracking. Little tiny rainbow trout. And we'll get it back, and hopefully we can both get one. Yeah? Absolutely cracking. Got one on. Get in. Put up a good fight.
Oh, it's on the little fly right. Or on the side, yeah.
Little rainbow. It's a fish.
Yeah, I'll use this as bait, I think.
They fight for little fish, don't they?
They do. Yeah, this must be. It's not like those dead ones you see floating down the side.
Well done, Dad.
Yeah, that's on that 6 pound line, bro.
Right.
Nice little one. Right in the scissors, can you see the fly?
Yeah, yeah. Right on the edge. This is my second trout, and we're estimating that one about 2 pounds. You can see it, beautiful rainbow. So we'll put it back. Well, I've got another one on. It's only a small one. Oh, he's tiny. Tiny, tiny. Ah. It's good fun though. Hey.
Well done. 3-1.
Number 3. Well, number 3. Another little tiny trout. Probably about the same as the other one, about 1.5 pounds. Yeah, third one. Absolutely cracking. So this here is what I've been catching my fish on, and that is what you call a sedge, if it zooms. That's a sedge, and it basically floats on the top, and that's what I've caught all 3 fish of my 3 fish today. Well, it's now, what time is it? It is 10 to 4, and we're having a bit of a change. It's gone really quiet on this side, but there are fish jumping all in that corner, all down there. So we're going to have a look around this side, because the wind's blowing that way, and I've seen loads of fish jump. So yeah, it's been decent on here. Caught 3 fish. Obviously Dad's caught 1 fish. But we're going to have a bit of a change. Follow the wind. Try over that side and see if we can get a couple more. But it looked like it was going to be a massive storm. I'm doing a time lapse at the moment on my GoPro. But yeah, it looked like it was a massive storm. I think it's passing over. So yeah, a couple of hours. Don't know what time we're packing in. Probably near enough darkness because we're colleges and we're fishing to darkness. But we're going to have a walk around that side and see if we can catch some. Well, we spent the next hour or so trying all the way down the far bank. Even though there was fish jumping, they just didn't seem to be interested in the fly. So we decided we'll go back round to where I'd caught the 3 fish until it gets dark and we have to pack up. Well, now I'm back where I started on this lake, where I caught the 3 trout from. So hopefully I can get 1 more trout, but Dad'll get a couple, and it'll be a great way to end the session. Yes, Dad's got one on. Last knockings, last... Oh, has it come off? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, so excited. Oh, there's a massive one over there. Bugger. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Come on. Just want my dad to get another one. Then we can... Yeah. It's switched on. So here you can see my dad doing the 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock casting action really fast. This is what you do to dry out the dry fly. The speed of the flicking backwards and forwards takes out the moisture of the fly, and it increases the buoyancy. It is literally last chance saloon, and I am using my own old faithful. I've never ever caught a fish on this, but it is called, it's a homemade daddy long legs. I made it myself with bits of polythene wings and rubber legs. So yeah, I'm going to put this on. I'm not expecting to catch a fish, it's just for a laugh because it makes a funny noise when I cast out. If I catch a fish on this, I'll probably be walking home. Well, you wouldn't believe it, but I actually had a take on that fly. But unfortunately, I didn't hook it. So I switched back to my usual sedge. It was the only fly that I had confidence in. And even though I had trout jumping all over my swim, I think with the calmness of the surface of the water, they just wouldn't take my fly. Well, the light was beginning to fade. I'd really enjoyed today. It was such a simple way of fishing, and I really enjoyed fishing with my dad. It brought back memories of what I used to do when I was a little kid, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Even though the trout weren't massive, it really is a thrill when they take your fly and you get a massive bend in a light rod. Well, the ripples stopped on my spot, so I decided to go to the other side of the aerator to my dad, because it was creating a nice ripple across the surface of the water. Now when fishing with a dry fly, if you're on a flat surface, the trout can see the line easier. So when you have a ripple on the water, it helps to disguise the line. As you can see, the aerator to the left is creating a nice ripple, so I was aiming just off the edge where it was just a little bit calmer.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah. One. Almost. Something GoPro on top of me. If you don't hold your GoPro. Alright. Whoa. It's not that big, but it's really fast. Have you seen it like? No, it doesn't look that big. Looks a decent one, dry. They've gone the way. What's your... Thanks, Dad. Well done, Brent. Well, I just had a quick dabble next to the aerator, and as I saw this quiet patch off there was a fish topping, and I've literally cast it out my sedge, and as you can see on the GoPro, and you'll see there another little trout. It's number 4. Nice little one, and we'll get it straight back. Well, unfortunately that was the last trout of the day. When we got back to the reception, we looked in the book and no one else had caught. So we've both done really well to actually catch a trout. My dad taught me how to fly fish 35 years ago in the River Wear in County Durham. And after not doing it for over 10 years, it was fitting I come back to County Durham to put a fly in the water. I really appreciated spending quality time with my dad on the bankside, and I can't wait for the next session. So as always, thanks for watching. If you want to like and subscribe to my channel, I really would appreciate it. Follow me on all my social medias, and hopefully we'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching.